Hey guys, I just want to talk a little bit about Blackhorn 209 and what I do every year. If you're like me, muzzleloader season's coming up and trying to get prepared here. So I just bought some of these Blackhorn 209 charge volume powder measures. They work really good actually, but what I do is I weigh my powder out, grains by weight. I don't use volumetric measurements just because these pre-printed lines on here, sometimes they're not that accurate. I filled it up to the line on multiple, dump it in there, and it varies by a couple of grains. So if you want really good consistency, I recommend weighing out your powder. 100 volumetric grains of Blackhorn 209 weighs 70 grains on the scale, so just keep that in mind. 120 volumetric grains of Blackhorn 209 weighs 84 grains on the scale, so I do 80, just keep it in the middle, less wear and tear on the gun, a little easier on the shoulder, plus you save some money for not that many feet per second. But I wanted to give you that little tip. Also, there's my scale. These barns, sorry for the shaky camera, I'm using my phone. These barns, 250 grain, MZ, hollow points, stunners. 217 pound Vermont buck last year, didn't take a step. I use these Magnum shot shell primers too. The 777 crap, get away from it. Don't use any muzzle loading specific primers. Get yourself some 209 shot shell primers. They're a lot more consistent and they have a lot more punch to them. So I'm using a CVA Acura. Put a Vortex crossfire on it. The Conus Pro they give you sucks. Make sure if you're using Blackhorn 209 that you get the special breech plug. You'll see what I'm talking about. Just Google it. Blackhorn 209 breech plug for CVA. Another little tip actually. Get yourself one of these little power belt speed loader type things. I keep my sabots in there. I keep 9 on the gun at all times. 1 loaded in the gun, so I get 10 shots in the woods. These little tubes fit in the pocket real easy. I don't even know they're there, or in a pack or whatever. I could take one of these, pop this with one hand, pour it down the barrel, pop the bullet out of this, pinch the second one so it don't fall out, just dump it. It's got a recessed barrel so it sits in there. You just hold it, push it down a little bit, ramrod, good to go. So yeah, good luck muzzleloader. Comment if you have any questions or whatever. I'm pretty good at responding. The stuff is the best. If you're not using Blackhorn 209, if you're using something else, strongly consider switching. It cleans super easy. It's super consistent. Doesn't really, collect that much moisture. You don't have to swab between shots. When I was using 777 at the range, man, 2 shots I had to bore snake the crap out of it just to get another load down the barrel. I could shoot all 10 of these in a row with no issues at all. No resistance going down the barrel with this. I used to use power belts. They were all right. I'd get a flyer every once in a while. Then I started measuring them with caliper, and they weren't really, their quality control there power belt. When they first came out, they were great, but then they just suck now. So I switched over to this Abbott. These Barnes bullets, super consistent. I weigh every one. They're within half a grain of each other. Put a caliber on them. They're all the same. So keep that in mind. Good luck this year, guys.